start to the year on record. The first 110 days of this year have just been tremendously rainy for so much of the South. And that's one of the big reasons why, of course, we're worried about flash flooding, plus the fact that we just got a lot of moisture coming in with this particular setup. So, Jim and Steph were talking about the setup for severe weather today. I want to focus in on that. We've got a lot of moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. You'll feel it today when you step outside. It's going to be more humid. Dew points are going up. Southerly flow is going to do that for you right at the surface. And even, when we look just, a couple thousand feet up, our winds stay from the south-southwest. So that's still a direction bringing in more moisture. So now we've got a lot of moisture in the first couple thousand feet of the atmosphere. And if there's something to keep making it rain, it's going to rain pretty heavy. And we've got that. We've got our warm front. We're going to be in the warm sector. We'll have the cold front coming in. So multiple rounds of thunderstorms. Likely that we could see flash flooding right along this Interstate 20 corridor. Shreveport, right over into Jackson, into Birmingham, which, by the way, has also had a top wettest start to the year on record. Actually, our wettest start in Birmingham, not even top 5 there. And then you look at the southeast, we bring more rain back into Georgia, South, and North Carolina as well. It all starts today. The rain will be very heavy at times. We've seen it this morning in Fort Smith. There'll be more coming into Shreveport with the heavy rainfall through today and at least early tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very wet day in Birmingham and Atlanta. The rain moving in. Again, multiple rounds of heavy rain at times, and we'll watch for that threat for flash flooding, of course, with streams and creeks pretty much running at Bankful. We also could get some needed rain, Jim, actually down into the up in the Northeast this morning. You might think somebody rolled the calendar back to early March. We have snow showers flying around. Wind chills are in the goosebump range, talking about the teens and 20s. New this morning, it follows a day of destructive weather around the region. Some 4 reports of damaging winds. Cold front had some muscle. Most of the hail we saw in the Northeast, the size of peas or marbles, nothing like the monster storms that battered the southern plains. But Steph, now behind it, that cold air, we still have snow showers.
We do. And that snow is actually pretty impressive for some of us here, right? So let's first talk about what Jen mentioned, that hail and that wind. And man, it came through right on time at 2 to 3 o'clock hour. The skies darkened. We even had some water spouts that were reported. And then there's the snow that Jen was mentioning, lake effect snow coming in behind this with, of course, our wide open lakes. Overall, mainly 2 to 4 for a lot of us, but a few spots per usual with snow, and a little elevation too, by the way, can help you out. And that is really where we got those higher totals, is where you see elevation. So you see where those circles are? Go check out a map. All right, so here's a look at our temperature change. Wow, Binghamton really coming in now, 18 degrees colder than it was 24 hours ago. Even Burlington, Boston down to DC, we're anywhere from, 7 to 10, 11 degrees colder than we were. And that doesn't even factor in the wind. So you see 30s and 20s on our map. The wind, not as bad as it was yesterday, but still a little bit gusty here and there, right? 20, 30 miles an hour. That's going to take down your temperature to the teens. So look at that. Woo! 13, 18, 15 degrees. And what's going to happen through the day? Well, overall, it's really not going to be that bad of a day here, with the exception of those cold temperatures. I know everyone is sick of it, but it's not finished yet. Look, Jim, even if we don't have that snow at the end of next week, by the way, we might have a pretty sizable snowfall for some of us here. We're going to have the cold air.
Exactly.
Okay,
do you hear it? Do you hear it? Everyone's like,
crying.
Can I have